Welcome in, Tamers. Today, I'm back after 4 months, technically, I guess, but we're gonna be doing a nice little deck profile of a deck that has been brought to my attention thanks to Zephyr Digimon TCG.
Zephyr, that's it. Yeah.
Got it right first try. Zephyr Digimon TCG. Joe, the chef, is back once again, showing me the recipes. And yeah, we're gonna run through it. It's it's just so cool. It combines my favorite deck and your favorite deck together, and just oh my god, it just runs. It's like butter. So, where did you actually hear about this originally?
So I originally saw it on Twitter. You know, it's the best place to find the spicy profiles.
Of course.
Like Japan or whatever just loves posting on there. And I just thought, hang on a minute. Do I see a Gammamon in there? We're doing this.
Yeah, 100%.
So that was like I'm not gonna lie, that was literally the only reason I was like, I need to play this. Is got my boy in there. We need to try this out. But
100%.
I've always thought Gammamon could work as like a Galaxy toolbox kind of like engine, and seeing the list and then giving it a go with you, like trying it out, I was just like, yeah, I knew I wasn't thinking crazy.
Yeah, makes you want to try it even more at this point. But I mean, let's kind of just give it a quick skim over once, and we'll talk it through, and we'll see what other changes we can make. But
that's it.
Kicking it off with the eggs, we are using DCGO, by the way. Thank you to the team over there for creating this wonderful application. We have, starting off, the RB1 Gurimon. It's kind of just this standard egg for Gammamon now. I don't think Gamma should really run any other eggs, because it's literally when the inherit is when you place a card into the sources, just replace that card in your hand. That's pretty much it. You're going +1 if you have at least one hero down on the field, which we'll get to a little bit later. But yeah, I don't think there's any other eggs you can really replace this with.
The only thing I could probably replace it is with the Gurimon from BT8, where it's just draw 1 if you swing with 6,000 or more.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
that's the only other one I'd probably play. But that's so you got your flexibility there. It's just like, do I want to have the egg with the hero in play, or do I want to have the egg when I be aggressive?
Yeah.
So.
And then, believe it or not, with the list being called Linkz, it's got a copious amount of Gammamons. So we've got 2 of the RB1 Gammamon, which is while you have a red tamer, may attack unsuspended Digimon, also known as the promo 58. Pretty standard. You're going to be pulling these inherits off of everything, so having big bodies that can swing through unsuspended bodies. As a Jesmon player, this warms my soul. But 2, I mean, you could probably bump this to 3 by dropping something else, but we'll take a look a little bit later and see that the rest of the stuff is just really useful as is.
I made someone question, like, why is he so big? And I'm like, because he wants to punch over boys.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Like, that's why he's so big.
I've just realised, he is also the strongest base DP Gammamon.
Yeah.
Oh, but he does cost 1 to Evo. Yo, I've never realised that.
He does.
I played him very incorrectly.
Really unfortunate thing.
Moving on, we've got 4 of the promo 59 Gammamon. While it's in your sources and you have a hero on deck, gain 2 KDP. Makes a difference. Big bodies, big swings. You know how it is. Pretty simple. No need for explanation. Moving on, though, we have 4 of the BT8 Gammamon. I don't think we're really running this for the main effect here, which is when you play a red tamer, draw 1 card. You're kind of using it more for the inherit here, which is if you have more than 6,000 DP, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less when attacking.
It's so good.
Yeah, and you're able to get into 6,000 straight off of your level 4s anyway. And yeah, like Joe says, with Volcanic, which we'll get into again a bit later.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. The only other Gammamon I can see here is, once again, the RB1, not to be confused with the RB1 promo, but the RB1 on-play reveal top 3, add 1 Gammamon in text and 1 hero, place the rest at the bottom in any order. Just a simple searcher. And then again, it's giving you the inherits of plus 2,000. No other notes really on the Gammamons, I don't think. That's a pretty solid lineup.
Yeah, the reason we're playing the promo Gamma from 59 is because he is a generic boost. You just need to have the same in play, whereas the RB1 you need to have the Gamma in text. So once you get to your level 6s, unfortunately, that one kind of like drops off.
That's a solid point, I didn't realise that. Thank you. On to the champions then. We've got a little bit of a mixture, but again it's the Gamma toolbox, so not too much like randomness in it really. We're running 3 RB1 Battle Gammamon. This is the raid one, and when digivolving, if you don't have a hero, play a hero. Not only that, he evolves for 2 of a Gammamon. Not that it matters, because he evolves for 2 on a red anyway, so thanks Bandai. No inherit from that, but again, I don't think none of the level 4s have inherits anyway, because the level 5 is gonna let you steal those from the body anyway. So we're also running 3 of the BT8 when digivolving Blitz, Battle Gammamon again. Kinda just substandard Gammamon stuff these days where you're gonna see it. It's useful for early chip, it's useful for loading in off of a hero and going into a bigger body at the top here, which again, with this lovely red dragon.
In pure Gammamon, the Blitz is a bit underrated for my testing, but in this build it is so important.
Oh, 100%.
Because all your 6s evolve for 5, so like, you kind of want to get the most value out of that, so having the ability to spring means you're getting your when digivolving and your when attacking effect.
Yeah, 100%. And it's because we're not running spoilers, we're not running Hinas, so we're not going to be natively getting these on play when attacking sort of effects from our Dragon 6s anyway. So it's very nice to be able to trigger them like as quickly as we can, not only to floodgate but to also like blow up the board.
It's in a weird way when you think about it. This battle is Hina.
In a sense, yeah. In a sense, I can imagine.
In a sense, is that.
And then moving on slightly, deviating from red for a little bit, we've got 1 Kaos Gammamon. This is the BT9 one, which has the main effect of this Digimon can't be blocked. In a meta where there's so many blockers and you've got Shoto that is showing up in so many random decks, this can make a big difference. And I get that you're going to be, once again, we'll get to it when we get to Volcanic, but you're going to be blowing stuff up with it. Still, if you go up against Mother Shoto, for example, that I know is slowly fading back out of meta, but if you do go against one, sometimes you're just screwed.
It's nice to have the safety of very just much. No matter what you have, I'm going.
Very much so. Alongside, we're running 1 BT10 Wezen Gammamon. This just gives us piercing basically for the stack, and it's self-explanatory. Just gain piercing, nothing else to it. Alongside, again, we're running 2 RB1 Wezens, which have blocker. Again, giving a big stack blocker. Can't go wrong. The final champion here is, of course, the Gulus Gammamon. Now, I'm still very iffy about this, Joe. I will be honest, because it's yes, of course.
I was gonna say, I like this. Jamie doesn't.
Yes, no, it's nice for early chip, and I will agree with you on that. But as you get to your level 6s and all that, you can't activate the all turns effects of the dragons off of this effect. So
you do get his on delete though.
You do, but if you're in your big dragon stack, you're not really going to want to use this.
No.
So to me, yeah.
If your stack does get deleted, it does mean you're getting 2 bodies instead of just the 1.
This is true.
Because he does spawn the Gammamon back. So you can then, from there, with a hero in play, if your Gammamon lives, tuck the hero tuck a Gamma underneath the Gamma, then you can jump straight into our big boy over there, which we'll get to later, and then you can pass turn jumping into another level 6.
Yeah.
So he does set you up. In other decks, only having a level 3 is not so great. But in this deck, considering we can just, skip level 4s quite easily.
One thing I will never forgive Bandai for. But no, it's good. It is a good early cheap card.
He is the most flexible. You can take him out if he is one of the personal preferences.
Yes, definitely. Now moving on to the ultimates. Pretty substandard again. Kano Weiss is kind of just broken. Even this one is kind of just broken, not just this one here. Starting off with 2 BT10 Kano Weisses, of course evolves for 3 off of a level 4 with Gammamon in name, so literally any of the Gamma 4s. I don't think there's one that doesn't have Gammamon in name.
Nope.
Your turn, once per turn. When one of your tamers becomes suspended, this Digimon gains plus 2k, then if it has 12 or more, 1000 DP. Gains sec plus 1 for the turn. Pretty broken. And of course, all turns, this Digimon gains all effects of cards with Gammamon in their names in the inherits. Pretty much. I just jumbled that a little bit, but and that carries across into the inherit as well, where it gives the card above it any of the inherits with a Gammamon.
Yep.
Any of the effects.
One important ruling for the big boy later on. If you have, for what I figured out, is if you have 2 of the level 5s in your stack, you actually get all of your effects doubled.
No.
Yes.
No.
So if we go back to the Gulu Scammer one there, because he's probably the best example there. Yep. If you had 1 Gulus and 2 level 5s in your stack, you actually spawn 2 level 3 Gammamons. Because essentially what the all-turns effect is that you're copying and pasting all of the mains into that one small box there.
Right.
So every time you get another one of those, you're doing a copy and paste into that small box there.
That's insane.
It's the best way to describe it there. It's pretty funny.
That's insane. I don't see how you'd ever be able to get 2 Kano Weisses or 2 5s into a stack, but very funny nonetheless. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I guess
the big file boy will.
Dorbic would actually let you do it.
Dorbic can let you do it.
That's very funny though.
But our level 7 does as well.
Oh yes. Oh, true. Of course. Yeah.
And the other level 6 that we have as well, but we will get to those later.
Yes. The other Kano Weiss, of course, is the RB1 Kano Weiss. Is absolutely diabolical card. Why did they print this card? But basically, he evolves the same, so for a cost of 3 over a level 4 with Gammamon in name. But this one here has the Bandaiification of this archetype. One of your Gammamon that has a Digivolution card with a Gammamon in its name may Digivolve into this card from your hand for a Digivolution cost of 3, ignoring Digivolution requirements. In other words, go straight from a 3 to a 5 for 3. Or, even better, 1, if it is under training. It baffles me. It baffles me. Like, I can't be mad at it anymore because I'm playing it. Or 2 on a scramble. But again, Kano Weiss, of course, carrying across all of the Gammamon effects from each of the cards. And I guess the only other 5 that we've got, which is more of a techie sort of 5, but fits better than running something like Jazza Richmon, simply because, again, Gamma archetype, you're able to search it, and really then it's just your top end, which is, 7 cards now that isn't searchable? Yeah. And then, you've got red cards that you can search anyway, and we'll get into that when we reach the options. But that is
Zemetsumon.
That's the one. This guy. He has an on-play when Digivolving of Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. Then delete one Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. Kind of broken. De-Digivolve and delete. We love that. Nothing really prevents against De-Digivolve these days still.
No, he has his matchups where he's very, very, very strong, very handy. Being 8k, he's practically always De-Digivolving level 5s.
Yeah. And of course, again,
and you literally just need to have either one Gam underneath or hero to that.
Yeah, 100%. Once again, though, he's of course carrying over all Gamma effects off of his All-Turns and his Inherit. And that wraps up the Gamma pile, pretty much. I mean, we've got 3 more cards and the Tamer, but Gammamon does kind of just end there. Your whole game plan is going to revolve around these next 7 cards, and it's my time to shine. So basically, right?
Take it away.
What happens if you take this Sky Dragon or this Beast Dragon, but make it a flaming pile of Earth Dragon, and go, hey, your opponent can't do anything for the next turn. Welcome in, my boy Volcanic Dramon. He's the only card that deserved the alternate art on this, because he is amazing. So
he is the glue.
Let's break it down here. When Digivolving for a cost of 5, again, that's where Blitz comes in handy, but for a cost of 5, when Digivolving, your opponent cannot play or raise, worded as move on the card, cannot raise Digimon with a DP of 6,000 or less until the end of their turn. That shuts down anything that's in raising, unless it's level 5 or higher. That shuts down anything that needs to play rookies to search. That shuts down if you've wiped their board, they can't scale back. That shuts down effects, that shuts down scrambles as well. It's just by far broken.
If your bad matchup in life is Imperial, play this card.
Oh, 100%.
Just play this card.
10,000 times over.
They all stare at the, 4 copies of, Davis and Karen and go, I can't do anything with this.
No.
This is useless.
It's insane. But not only that, the reason why we're saying that Blitz is an MVP for this deck specifically, in terms of Gammamon, is obviously Blitz allows you to swing when you have passed the turn. This Digimon has a lovely ability of, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Now let's sling back to the rookies quickly. Gammamon BT8, Inherit. When attacking, if this Digimon has 6,000 or more, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 or less. So we get rid of anything that potentially has 3k or less. They then can't play it back out. And then we're deleting the next lowest thing that is... yeah, okay, cool. Cool, my opponent can't play the game.
So good. Love this card.
But not only that. Let's say we're playing against Billsmon, let's say we're playing against any of the new purple gubbins, right? All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effect, hence why I don't think Gulus works as well, but we've explained that already. You may play one Digimon card with Machine Dragon or Sky Dragon trait from your hand. Okay, so we can either float into the Metallic, which we'll get onto in a second, or we can float back into Kenowes and start our Gamma pile again, simply because he's a Sky Dragon.
Yeah. That small bit of synergy just really makes the deck so flexible.
Yeah.
Because you could just think, well, why would I go into Kano when I could just hard play a Metallic?
Of course.
But if you go into Kano and he lives, well, now I can just go into Volcanic or Metallic.
Yeah.
You got your options there, and then you get the powerful when Digivolving effects again.
Of course.
So, that small bit of flexibility, which is basically is just also from a pure Dragon Linkz deck. You can just do that in that, but the fact that we can also do that flexibility in this deck as well is just so strong.
It's wild to me that you pointed that out to me. It's just insane. But let's talk about Metallic Digimon, of course. So we've already said that Volcanic stops your opponent from playing the game, and it kind of stops Imperial. What happens if we double whammy the Imperial and kind of stop them from doing literally anything in the game ever? So it's okay, cool, well, we didn't manage to clear their board. They've still got bodies on board, but they're just weak, right? They're just weak. They're only level 3s, they're only rookies. When Digivolving, none of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon can Digivolve until the end of their turn. So, not only can they not climb to their champs, they can't climb to their ultimates if they're in champs. Not only that, they can't DNA into Paildramon. Like,
it's so good.
like what? Bandai, I love you, but what are you doing? What are you doing? But not only that, again, if we need to blitz it, or if it survived a turn or something, on play when attacking, D-Digivolve 4. Huh? Whose idea was this? He does, luckily, also have the same all turns as Volcanic, however, except for playing from hand, you're playing a Rock or Earth Dragon from trash. So once again, if Volcanic got deleted and you floated into Kano or Metallic, if Metallic dies, play back out that Volcanic. Get a free delete.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that Volcanic is the only target, which is why we kind of gone for a 4-3 split. But like, you're gonna get one in there at some point.
Gammamon's gonna get a Rock Dragon level 5 at some point. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. One day.
I'm sure of it. Now, all of my spiel has been done. My love for this deck is gone now, because we're back into Gammamon territory. RB1 Arcturusmon. Of course, evolves for a cost of 4 off of a level 5 with Gamma in text, so pretty much evolves for 4. When Digivolving, place 1 card with Gammamon in text from your trash as bottom source, then you may delete 1 Digimon with a level less than or equal to the number of Digivolution cards.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Gammamon's insane, bro.
What I'll tell you to do? It's actually the me.
Let's jump ahead slightly. Start of main phase. By placing 1 Digimon card with Gammamon in its text from your hand as one of your Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards, gain 1, draw 1. Cool, I'm deleting level 20. And then, of course, on deletion, you may return 1 card from your trash to the hand. Then, by trashing 1 Siriusmon in your hand, you may play 1 Proxima. We're not playing any Sirius, so that effect's never going to take place. But returning 1 card from trash to hand...
Any card.
Yeah.
Any card.
You're starting your cycle again, let's be real.
Includes our Dragon Link.
The cycle continues, all day, every day. The cycle
every
continues. Day. The final Digimon, though, we are running 2 copies of RB1 Secret Rare Proximamon. Digivolves for 3 from Sirius with Arcturus, so that's never going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah. But for 6 cost, all turns, when another Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon with Gammamon in name from your trash without paying the cost. You're just stacking your board again. But of course, end of your turn by placing 1 card with Gammamon in text from your hand or trash as the bottom Digivolution card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP, starting at 15,000.
So like, the only thing he is not killing on base is Imperial Paladin. I believe he's and Fenrir Kamizuchi.
What's Death X?
There's only a small amount of level 7s. He's 15.
Yeah.
So thankfully he kills Death X. But the main reason I added this in was because we're very strong getting rid of single stack things, or maybe 2 stack things. Like we're very good at having 1 big body on board. But I thought this guy would help us facilitate a go wide strategy, allowing us to just continuously put the pressure on because your opponent can't just get rid of our fields. Because there'll be times when like you bring this guy out, you kill something, you spawn something in, your opponent just goes, okay, cool, I do this, whatever, I kill that small thing. You're literally just going, okay, cool, bring it back.
Yeah, 100%.
He doesn't care what Digimon's dying or whose field it's on, just if a Digimon's dead, you play something back.
Yeah, 100%. I guess the only downside to Proximamon here is
got that flexibility.
Yeah, definitely. The only downside to Proximamon that I have been still thinking about is the whole, it can't go over metallic. Like,
yeah,
metallic kind of is the one thing that's locking us out of any ace level 7s, really, because if we're in metallic, we are locked out of the game. Like, yeah, sure, we could run Crimson Mode Ace. We could... Flipping A, we can run GX. GX Ace when it comes out. Hot off the press. 2.5, we upgraded to GX. Not that it will have any effect, but let's be honest.
You can get our game on finally.
But those are the Digimon. We've kind of covered the main basics of Hero as we were talking about the rest of the 6s. But of course, he's got the final little thing of when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Gammamon in text. Suspend the Tamer, give that Digimon plus 2000 DP, so we're just increasing the DP once again. Kind of broken.
Yeah, this is how we're also getting our BT8 kind of ice to 12,000 very quickly.
Yes.
So he gets that sec +1.
Yeah.
Which then transfers over to our volcanic or metallic, so they're doing 2 checks.
Stupid. Looking at the options now, we have 3 new options here. It's 2 different cards though. We've got Garnet Memory Boost. This, of course, black also meets the color requirements for this card. Very strong. But we reveal the top 3 cards of the deck, add 1 red or black Digimon card among them, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So it's, for those of you that don't know, if you've been living under a rock, these gem memory boosts, of course, search out 2 colors instead of the 1 like red memory boost does. So it gives that little bit more flexibility of being able to find this metallic or the Zemetsu or the Volcanics or literally any of the Gamma pieces that aren't the majority of the 4s or the 6 and 7. But it does help with our lack of being able to find metallics when we need them, for example. And then, of course, the delay is just gain 2 memory. Typical memory boost. Moving on, then we have Scramble, Red Scramble, of course, from the LM set as well. For a cost of 2, we're looking at Red Scramble here. So, cost of 2, one of your red Digimon may digivolve into a red Digimon card in your hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. Then place this in battle. At the start of your turn, so before you have drawn, before you have set your memory to 3, I advise, you can trigger Red Scramble. If your opponent has a Digimon, activate this delay. Return 1 red Digimon card, so Volcanic Dramon, to the top of your deck. Then, if you don't have a Digimon, you may play 1 red Digimon card with 2000 or less from your trash without paying the cost. This is our Searching Gammamon, this is the when you play a Tamer Gammamon, and that's it. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, so more often than not, you're going to want to play out the Searching Gammamon. Sorry, that playout is from trash, not from hand. I don't know if I said that. But you are more than likely going to want to play out the Searching Gammamon, because even if you stack the top of your deck with something you need, stack it with a hero, stack it with a Gammamon, you're good to go, pretty much.
Yeah. The great thing about Scramble with the Gamma package is that no matter what Gamma you're playing, you set up your hero for your next turn.
Yes.
Because now you have the rookie safely on the field, your opponent can do any interactions with it, and then you do whatever, you draw your card that you just stacked on top of your deck, cool, hero tuck under, game 1, draw 1, cool, now I have a Gamma in source, warp.
Yep.
Yep. Your climbing is so fast.
Yep. It's insane. And then finally, to round it all off, we are running Offense Training, the red training, reveal top 2, add a red card, delay, reduce your Evo, forced reduce Evo by 2. Everybody knows trainings at this point, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And that kind of wraps it up. I mean, the only other changes I've spoken about before, Joe, is the Bokos. Obviously, being able to save our Gamma pile to help us get into our level 6s. Where is he?
Yeah.
There he is. No, that's the LM Boko. Which one is it? No, it is the LM Boko. Yeah.
It is the RBM.
Yeah.
So I tried this out. So we worked on this. I had Jamie have a little play of it, and then we sat down and had a good discussion. We had Ragnar in this deck at one point. And we had the Bokamon. So I took out the Ragnar and Boko after playing it at locals. Because with Ragnar, I didn't really have a scenario where I kind of wanted to evolve into it. So then I replaced him with the second Proxima one. Just because we then have 2 searchable level 7s off our Gammamon, so we have more ways to get into that level 7. With Bokamon, there were situations where I had a hand of just Dragon Linkz level 5s and Bokamon, and I had no way to trigger hero. So I replaced him with more copies of the RB1 Gamma, because if in those scenarios, if it was just the RB1 Gamma, I at least didn't have a target for hero, and I can hopefully draw into something good. If I did it on a stat that just got promoted, I get a double draw to Gammamon. Pokemon's great. I do recommend giving them a go, see if it fits to your playstyle, because yeah, as you said, it does protect all of your level 5s and below. But there was just those. It was just literally those kind of like small scenarios where I'm just like, I don't like this now, so let's try and fix it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. No, that is that's Gamma Linkz. I'm happy with it. It seems very fun. We're taking it to regional. There is no regionals anytime soon. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I'm just keeping on Twitter, I guess, and we'll post results of it. Why not? This is the brainchild of 2 very nerdy dragon tamers.
That's it, exactly. We'll keep this baby growing, and with our new support of Gammamon in BT21 or whatever it is, I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely gonna hopefully get some more love.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait to see it. Either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. Be sure to check out Joe over at Zephyr Digimon TCG. I'll leave links in the description. And like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see any other wacky deck profiles chefed up. We've got the chef man for
it. We'll keep on cooking.
Of course. As of right now, we're going to get the hashtag out, so I will catch you next one. Ooh.